You're such an asshole!
Hello, children. Traveling Cappy, doing our asshole consulting here today. Hello, Aaron. I'm a junior in high school. Out at one of the new textile schools on California, and I'm starting to think about what job or trade I want to go into when I graduate. My school is the kind that pushes students to go to college, but you spelled it collage. So let's start here. If you want to go to collage, you just go to the local paper store and you make pretty little collages. But if you want to go to college, you will learn that there is no A in college. I've looked into things like graphic design, but those degrees like English or gender studies is as useful as toilet paper. I do know one gal who's actually making it okay with graphic design, but she's also very talented. She worked hard at it. You are right, but if you like graphic design, maybe minor, or pursue it as a hobby. You can pull it off if you got the skill. But yeah, you're going to probably want a good plan A. In other words, it's not as bad as gender studies or English. It's a much more employable degree than that. I've looked into going into aviation as a commercial pilot and looked into private collages. I currently work at a machine shop as an assistant machinist. That's great, dude. That's fine. That is a CNC miller. That's nothing wrong with that either. I joined the Civil Air Patrol and am considering enlisting in the Army after high school, and have looked into being a commercial driver. I would like advice on this, and I will keep you anonymous because we don't want to point you out. You said 33, blah, 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 blah. All right. You are... God, you're a junior. You're doing what I wish every young man or woman would do when they're 16 or 17. And that is start figuring out now what you want to do. And not only are you trying to figure out, but you are actually going and participating in different things. You're an assistant machinist at 16 or 17, whatever you are. That's great. So you're getting a little bit of trade and blue-collar work experience there. You're participating in the Civilian Air Patrol. That's good. You already know that there are worthless degrees. Most of the degrees are worthless. And you kind of have an idea of what it is. And you want advice on this. Well, here's the thing. You're doing everything you should be doing, and that is testing, experimenting, and exploring, and finding out before you go to college, even before you apply, what you'd like to do. I had a client, he's a regular. He was beating himself up because he didn't go to college right away after he graduated from high school. And he's 19, he graduated a year ago, and he's just like, all I did was party and drink and do drugs and go here, and I tried this and I tried that, but nothing stuck, and all my friends now are sophomores in college, and did I waste my time? And yes, he did kind of waste his time, but I'll tell you this. Oh, and that was the other thing. He had no debt, and I think he had 10 grand in the bank or something. I'm like, dude, you are so far ahead of every college graduate right now with worthless degrees because he took the time to figure out. And this is not something you decide in 2 days. He took a year, God almighty, just take a break. You've been going to school since you were 5. You've been in this prison the entire time. Yeah, take a break, man. Reset your brain a little bit. I'd be doing drugs too if I was, graduating from today's modern high school. I mean, my God, you got out of prison. Go chase some girls a little bit. And I called it wandering in the desert. And everybody's got to wander in the desert. You are doing this now. And I don't just mean go do drugs and all that. But what he also did is he took Seth Hines' digital marketing course. He didn't succeed at it, but he tried it. And he took the time to figure out what he wanted to do. Took a little bit of time to unplug himself from school and actually figure out, what am I? Aside from what my teachers brainwashed me to be, what am I? What do I want to be? And I think you are doing the exact same thing that you should be doing, and that is you're trying different stuff. I like all your ideas, but unfortunately, I can't tell you specifically which one to do. These are all fine. You could be a commercial diver. That sounds too fun, and jobs that are too fun are usually not well paying. If you said commercial driver, I would have said, okay, yeah. But these are all good. Enlisting in the military. I always recommend that young men and women enlist in the military because it's the best opportunity you're going to get at your young age. Right? Every dipshit and moron is going off to college earning worthless degrees that are not going to get them jobs, but it'll get them in crippling levels of debt. The military, not only will you get paid and have free food, clothing, shelter, and health care and education paid for, you can go to school while you're in the military, they will give you the GI Bill, which has a housing allowance and free tuition. And it's not like, you do your 3 or 4 year stint, you come out at 21, 22, say you didn't like the military, okay, you did your stint. Well, now you get a free ride through college, and I got news for you, it doesn't matter if you were 22 without a degree or 22 with a degree. Ain't nobody taking you seriously unless you were like a top-notch STEM candidate, or graduate rather. So what I would do is, you have a year, your senior year. Let us not waste this time, shall we? What I would do is look into junior ROTC, the ROTC program. Go talk to a recruiter in the military, whichever branch, high school, Army. Talk to whichever ones you want. Do some research. Find out what it's like being a Marine. Find out what it's like being a soldier. Find out what it's being a sailor. Find out what it's like being in the Air Force. An airman. But, what's it like being in the Air Force? Go and binge on Matt Tran's Engineered Truth. Find out what it's like to be a chemical engineer, what it's like to be a computer programmer, what's it like doing this, what's it like doing that. Look up what there are alternatives to college. You can go and be a truck driver. You could go to trade school. You can go to tech school. You can learn how to program yourself. You can learn to code on your own. You could even go to coding school. Matter of fact, if I were you, I'll be honest with you, if you can just take the bare minimum in high school right now to graduate, and if you have extra time, I would almost attend coding boot camp if that's of any interest to you, or computer networking classes or something like that, because they're going to make you take the same damn classes over again in college, and you may be able to be certified by the time you're graduating as a senior. You're already a machinist assistant. So you got some aptitude, man. You could probably maybe try your hand at programming. See if you get a certificate. You may not even have to go to college. If you master a programming language that's in demand, you can start programming a little bit now, get a decent portfolio, maybe it takes you 6 months of hard studying, or maybe a year longer of not so hard studying. You come out of high school and you got yourself certified in whatever Python or C#. You can go and program and work from home, and you don't have to go to college. I still will recommend the military, though, because of the ancillary benefits of discipline, purging you of all your flaws. I know everybody's laughing at that. You seem to have a penchant for you want to go into Civil Air Patrol, and I would also talk about the camaraderie, working with a group of people that have a common goal in mind. That you're not going to get, and you're young, so do it now. And you never know, you might actually like the military. So I can't say for sure what I would have you do. What I would recommend you do, what I do know what you should do, is this next year as a senior, you're spending at least 2 hours a week going and evaluating and researching different fields you have an interest in, and finding out what kind of jobs are in those fields and what they pay, and if that's something that you like. Right? And then you further research. You go, I want to be a mechanical engineer. Well, watch Matt Tran's video on what's like being a mechanical engineer. Go hang out with some mechanical engineers. I wonder what it's like being in the Air Force. You should go talk to a recruiter. Look into junior ride. Those are all things you can do this upcoming, or maybe even summer. Maybe even right now. And then I would also get used to self-study. If you can master a programming language, assuming you like it, or perhaps just get your A+ certification and learn how to repair computers. Somewhere you learn that you don't need your teacher or a professor. You just need their interwebs to go and teach yourself. I've become a reasonably competent mechanic because of YouTube. I didn't have to go and pay a teacher. I just went on YouTube. How to fix this, how to remove cylinders, how to do that. And oh shit, I don't have the tools to do that. Now we take it to the mechanic. So I'm not a great mechanic, but I can get by. That's what I would focus on. And yeah, man, it's going to probably cut into your social life a little bit, and it's not going to be terribly fun. But I'll tell you this, it's not like you're going to be hanging out with the people in high school anyway. High school social life sucks. It'll go away anyway. It's not like you wouldn't have friends either. But you got a lot of potential. You're grounded. You're doing your research now. What you want to aim for, however path you get there, is that when you graduate from high school, you know pretty much exactly what you want to do. Maybe not for your entire life, but you should know, my next step is to go into the military. My next step is to go to boot camp, programming boot camp. My next step is to go to the community college to knock out my prereqs because I want to become an accountant and then get my CPA at the 4-year institution. You should do enough research between now and then so when you graduate from high school, you know clearly what your game plan is and kind of where you're going. Unlike 95% of the dipshits out there, just I'm going to college and follow my heart and the money will follow, get my foot in the door and the money will come later and that I have a passion. Don't follow your passions. Follow the money. There, that's another one. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.